Alright, I'm not gonna try and talk this much. How y'all doing? So, I removed this ginormous chunk of piece, metal, whatever, that used to bridge here. I used a grinder. If you're gonna do that, watch out for these holes. It kicked back on me a couple of times. I grabbed that shit. This is the old IAT sensor. Used to go here. That's getting smoothed out. I'm gonna get a piece of aluminum sheet for this and the inside. This is gonna get welded over top and plugged off. This I drilled out with a stepper bit and put it there. And usually the there we go. That's the water neck. That's the placement of here, and the AC delete pulley will be sitting right in here, and obviously that's up underneath, so this isn't really in the way of anything. I didn't really choose this location for any other purpose besides this is out of the way and not in the intake runner. So there's that. I've kind of lost my mind. Obviously you can tell by the throttle body port now. I went in here and started pulling all the old shit off. I gotta go in with the 80 and 150 little sanding drums to get the rest of this stuff out. But I'm trying to get some templates for these baffles set up. But basically that's going to sit flush with there. We'll drill a couple of holes in the sheet on both sides. Just try and reduce the port or the area inside of here, and then on the bottom side, I don't mean to keep turning the phone, on the bottom side of the plate that mounts to here, I'm gonna try and build a wedge that'll go down in here, and it should clear right here, and also start giving the air some sort of directional movement towards the runners. So I have not started on the ports. I don't have gaskets yet, so I don't want to get too gung-ho with getting it out, but I have started working on some of these runners. Those are just rough cut. We'll smooth them out, and yeah, so 15-20 minutes every day, twice a day, and lunch breaks, I guess. That's what I'm doing this with. So they got a air compressor at my job that works out pretty well, and that's it. So okay, let's go this way first. So if I spelled anything wrong, don't make fun of me. But basically, I'm doing the SCCA. The first race is Rallycross. We're doing CAM-T, which is Classic American Muscle Traditional, or at least that's what I'm shooting for. So not all of this has to be done, but some of them do. So I think the carpet is kind of optional. I'm not sure, but when I get tech, I'm sure they'll tell me. But number 13 was, carpet, and I don't want to start this build off with jinxing it, so cleaning the floor is one of those optional things. I don't need 13 anywhere in my life right now. So the exhaust is now side pipes made completely out of the old exhaust system. Excuse me, not completely out of the old exhaust system. I did buy a couple of 90s to get around the frame, but I used the old Y pipe tubes. I cut the bends where I needed them. I clocked them and welded them back. I've had to take them on and off the truck. I live in an apartment complex. I don't have a garage. I have to go out there, cut them up, mark them, bring them out to my balcony, weld them up, take them out, put them back on the truck, make sure they fit, blah 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 blah. So I don't have an extension cord long enough to reach from anywhere in my house out to where the truck would be, and you're gonna need like 500 feet. So I'm gonna hit up somebody that's got some room that I can weld up with, that'll, you know, let me get my truck in there. But I used on the 98 Ram, or excuse me, on the 94 to 01, 02 Dodge Rams that I know of, they used one bung in the catalytic converter for the O2 sensor. I couldn't use that one because I don't have the fine tools to cut around that little deal. So what I did was I used the O2 bung that was sitting on the exhaust already from the factory. That was no problem. Cut it up, stuck it where I needed it to be. I'll make a video of this all later, so me explaining this is kind of pointless. But what I did want to talk about was this little doodad right here. This is a spark plug no fouler. It's supposed to, you know, spin down into the spark plug hole, and then you put the spark plug back in on this side. So this is 18mm threads, which is exactly what I needed for the O2 bung. This was like $7 at Advanced Auto Parts. So I cut it here and then welded it to this the pipe on the exhaust. So this, I didn't have to wait for a bung. I just went and picked this kit up. It comes with 2 of them. The other one's on the truck. But yeah, so if you need an O2 bung with 18mm threads, simple and easy. I appreciate y'all watching, taking the time to listen to me babble. Y'all have a good one.